All right, let's get started. Day 4 of the Summer League is in the books, and let's talk about it. I'll throw it up here. All right. Today we're talking about Day 4 of the Summer League. We're talking a little bit about kind of what went down today. It'll be a pretty quick stream, to be honest. There's not too many performances that I was excited about, but ultimately I am ready to get into it. We're talking about the NBA Summer League. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. Doing a lot of videos like this, a lot of NBA content, hopefully every day. And let's just get started with Bucks Nets. So Bucks Nets, let's pull out the notes. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets played today. Nothing too crazy from both sides. Jordan Nora, who had like an explosive game earlier in the Summer League, where he dropped I think it was 30 or 36, kind of fell back to earth. He had 23 points, which is good. But then you look at his field goal attempts, he took 26 shots. So not great. Also turned over the ball a lot. So, nobody really to get excited for on the Summer League team for Milwaukee, to be honest. Brooklyn, Brandon Knight continues to really suck. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about Brandon Knight, to be honest with you. Zay Johnson, pretty solid. He's a dude who kind of is at the end of the bench for the Nets last season. He's been in a lot of different places. I think he was with Indiana as well. Just a solid big dude. I think he just lacks kind of the ideal size as far as height goes for a team that wants to have kind of a bigger power forward / center presence. I think he's only 6'6" or 6'7", I believe. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but he was solid today playing for the Brooklyn Nets. Cameron Thomas, super good. 22 points as you see on screen. 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. The former LSU Tiger comes in, and he actually was able to get to the free throw line a lot, which is a very, very, very key thing that I like to see from players. Just how aggressive are they, because that's how you're going to score points. And Cameron Thomas, that's what he was doing in college. He doesn't really provide much assists or rebounds or anything like that. I don't think he's that great of a defender, but if he's scoring at a high rate, he's doing his job. And if he can get to the free throw line to help facilitate with that scoring, that's awesome. So that's the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets game in a rematch of the Eastern Conference semis. Miami, Memphis, the Miami Heat and the Memphis Grizzlies are next. Omer Yurtseven, man, how about this dude? He's been balling for the Heat lately. Today goes up for 23 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. 0 turnovers, which again, for a dude who's getting more than 20 minutes of run in the Summer League, and for as young and inexperienced these guys are, as far as kind of the NBA game goes, for him to get 0 turnovers being able to score a high amount of points, along with being able to have such a high usage rate, beautiful. Love seeing it. Max Strus hits the game winner today. The sudden death game winner in the second overtime, as in the Summer League. The NBA has it so first person to make a shot in the second overtime wins the game. Strus just right off the tip, dribbles down, pulls up from 3, no hesitation, and just drains it. Beautiful stuff. And he definitely has more security with the Heat moving forward, as he was one of the guys that was also extended by the Heat in the offseason. So 3-point percentage was a little weird for him. Not great. He shot 17 threes, but ultimately he hit the one that counted the most at least. And good day for Max Strus. Xavier Tillman, another dude on Memphis who is probably their 9th or 10th dude on the rotation, but very solid. 14, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Now, again, this is a dude who kind of plays the 4 and the 5, and I think he was playing the 5 mostly for the Grizzlies in their play-in game against the Warriors. So he's a dude versatile. 7 assists for a dude like that, pretty solid, and 3 steals for a big, pretty good. Desmond Bain continues to be just really steady in Summer League play. There's not really been a game that I've seen Bain just be really bad. He's been really solid, and he's shooting the ball pretty solid. And I think he's, again, one dude that I think is going to get more minutes in the NBA for the Grizzlies next season. Zaire Williams. We had a Zaire Williams sighting today. Zaire Williams gets 19 points. He shoots the three a lot better today than he had previously. He goes 4 of 6, which is great. Now, the other thing that's kind of, not too great about Zaire Williamson is that, oh my gosh, a friggin' fly. So the other thing about Zaire Williams is that he is a dude that doesn't really, again, provide too much outside of just the scoring, at least that we've seen. I think his ceiling is super high. I'm okay with Memphis taking him at 10. I agree it was probably a little bit of a stretch, but ultimately Zaire Williams is a dude with a high ceiling, but it just, how much are you going to be able to get there to maximize his ceiling? So great game there. Miami and Memphis. Heat and the Grizzlies there finished 97-94. Moving on to Cleveland and the Orlando Magic. The Magic come into the game and they have solid stuff from their young guys. Franz Wagner was a little bit better, not too great. Still kind of like, in my opinion, like a B minus, probably a little bit more of a B minus game from Wagner. I still believe in him. I still believe in height and shooting ability. I like Wagner moving forward. I like Jalen Suggs a little bit more. Suggs, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. I didn't think that he was going to get as much rebounds. Now, again, this is Summer League, so I don't know. And maybe when he's playing with Wendell Carter and Jonathan Isaac this upcoming season, he may not get as much rebounds. But I do really like seeing him being able to get rebounds and be a stat sheet stuffer. His three-point percentage wasn't great, but again, Summer League, not gonna, complain too much. RJ Hampton played pretty solid. He had, let's see here, he didn't play as well. He did struggle with his shot. I like Hampton overall, but he's a little bit of a project, and I'm really interested to see how the Magic move forward with their kind of a 4-guard lineup. I mean, they have Suggs, Fultz, RJ Hampton, and Cole Anthony. Pretty wild, and they're all like, I don't even think any of them can buy alcohol, to be honest with you. Let's go to Cleveland. Evan Mobley, a little bit better. 14 points off of 15 shots isn't like the greatest thing I would like to see from a dude. But one thing I was kind of interested with is that he was taking a lot of jump shots in this game. I just wonder, again, Jaren Jackson's always the comparison that I have with him. I just worry, like, is he going to be too much of a perimeter player to be, like, how many times are you going to say, Mobley, you're 7 feet, get inside, like, stop taking these, like, jump shots. And, I like it. I like the skill set, but I do want to see him dominate inside a little bit more, for being the guy who was picked number 3 overall. Isaac Akoro, just okay. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. I just worry, again, if you've listened to any of these streams before, I worry about a little bit about Isaac Okoro, just because I just don't know what his offensive upside is in the league. I think he's a great defender. Like, I think at best he's Marcus Smart, but Marcus Smart is very inefficient on the offensive side of the ball. So, and that's his ceiling, I think, for Okoro. So that ends the Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic game. Oklahoma City, New Orleans Pelicans. Summer League matchup. Let's talk about that one. Teo Maledon struggles to shoot. Not really too much to say on him. Just had a bad shooting day. Trey Mann, solid stats, but again, another poor shooting performance from him. Oklahoma City does not have Josh Giddey in this game as well. So, maybe didn't get the most out of what we wanted from the Thunder this summer league team, their summer league season, I guess you'd say. I don't think Giddey's back. They listed him as out earlier in the day, and I just don't know if it's worth to bring Josh Giddey back for the summer league games at all. So, Oklahoma City, the Thunder kind of are probably not feeling so great about their summer league team. Hopefully we see a little bit more from their other young guys. The New Orleans Pelicans utility, he does have 3 steals in the game, so even when he's not impacting the game offensively, he does have some type of defensive ability as well. Let's go to Keira Lewis. Keira Lewis, 12, 5, and 5. Again, this is a dude that the Pelicans want to start. Apparently, David Griffin has said that he wants Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Keira Lewis to be the kind of backcourt of the future for the Pelicans with Zion and Ingram and Valanciunas. So just interesting. Pretty solid. No fouls in the game, so you like seeing that. Moving on to the Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. Let's see here. Prince Achua. I don't know. Solid. You know, obviously he was a trade piece, a player that was used in the trade to acquire Kyle Lowry, and the Raptors obviously sent Lowry to Miami, and Lowry joins the Heat, and then the Raptors in return get Goran Dragic, who's a little bit in bad water with the Raptors right now, and then the Heat also sent away Precious Achua, and so solid stuff. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 0 turnovers, good stuff. Scotty Barnes struggled shooting again, but he got to the free throw line a lot, which is, again, something you really like to see. If your shot's not falling, get to the free throw line. Get some easy shots inside. Freebies. So, yeah, take them. Golden State. Jonathan Kaminga shot well, but he continues to struggle a little bit with his turnovers. So yeah, again, high ceiling for Kaminga, but again, the turnovers are really, really killer. Moses Moody struggles with his field goal percentage, but he does hit 3 threes, something you like to see. Moody, I think, is probably going to be the best rookie this year from the Warriors that we see, but I don't know if he has the largest, highest ceiling out of him and Kaminga. Kaminga just provides a lot of things, and if he can just get everything right, if he can mature and be a better basketball player that's smarter and plays smarter, then I feel like he will obviously be a better player in the long term. Utah, Dallas. This is really boring. I actually have nothing to say about Dallas. I don't even really know or care about any of their Summer League guys. Tyrell Terry didn't play as good as he did in the first Summer League game, and yeah, not crazy about Dallas. I'm not going to talk about them for too long. Same with Utah. Trent Forest was really the only one that I was really kind of happy to see. Again, 16 points, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. Dude was solid. Again, he just really struggles with his shooting. And when his shooting percentage isn't great, like, he's just going to have a hard time being able to get consistent minutes in the NBA when that's the case. Last one of the night. We were at 13 minutes. Last one of the night. Knicks, Lakers. Nothing to say about the Lakers, honestly. There's nobody on this team that I'm like super excited about. And I feel like it's going to break the rotation at all this year. But so let's talk about the Knicks. The New York Knicks have Obi Toppin, who went 17 and 11 today. Pretty solid game from him. Still continues to struggle with his 3-point jump shot. I think if he really perfected that, he could see the floor a little bit more. Need a little bit more from Obi Toppin in that regard. Turnovers were not great as well. Continues to struggle to turn over the ball. You hope he gets better there. Emmanuel Quickly scores 25 points. However, also struggles with turning over the ball. However, he also does get to the free throw line as well. So that's also always good to see. Last player, he's in the thumbnail, Miles McBride. So McBride, I think he had probably the best day today. He continues to come off the bench, and this is the one thing I think about the Knicks. Like, they're starting Quentin Grimes, which I guess you can do that, all right. But I believe that McBride can play either guard position. Obviously, I think he's, a point guard that the Knicks will use in that way for that position. But I think you can play him and Quickly together. At least just test it out, right? So stop playing Grimes. I know I'm gonna beat down on Quentin Grimes right now here for any New York Knicks fan. Stop playing Grimes. At least starting him. Let him come off the bench. Let him get 20 plus minutes off the bench. Maybe that will help him. But McBride, an absolutely great game today. Again, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Super solid day for McBride. It continues. He shot 6 of 6 from 3 and was just on fire today. And I think he should be starting alongside quickly, because that might be a combination in the future that you might want to see for the Knicks. So McBride plays super solid and is probably kind of the big winner of the player of the day, in my opinion. And we'll go from there. So tomorrow, let's preview it. Spurs, Hornets. Not really interested in that one. Maybe some LiAngelo Ball action. Bulls, Timberwolves. Yeah, I don't know. Wizards, Nets, Pacers, Trailblazers, Magic, Celtics, Rockets, Raptors, 76ers, Hawks, and then we end the night with the Suns and the Nuggets. So again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch these on double speed, man. I mean, we'll save you some time. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you liked hearing what I had to say. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with the Summer League. And at the end of Summer League, I'll kind of come up with winners and losers of players and talk a little bit more about that and kind of what players impressed me and what players kind of underwhelmed. Go from there. And yeah, again, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. I'm making a lot of NBA videos, hopefully every single day as much as I can. And then, yeah, subscribe to the channel, comment, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me that the Knicks need to be starting, they need to be starting Quentin Grimes, not only in the Summer League, but in the regular season as well. Tell me about it. Tell me how you feel. Let's talk about it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next video. And have a good night.